As a war photographer, I'm definitely faced with a lot of chaos of the situation, or even the perceived chaos from a different country. So when I'm sent to a place like Iraq, it may seem like it's too dangerous, but when you get there and you step by step, logistically work through the situations that I'm in. I mean, photojournalism is basically mostly logistics, and 80%, and then you finally get to take pictures. It's a miracle. So when I start in a country, I look around me. I make plans to go a little bit further. Stop. Is it safe for me and the people I work with? If it is, then we go a little bit further. And we're constantly reassessing the danger and controlling it in that way, just a step by step, small step by small step. I think for people living in war, from what I've observed, the idea of being in control or out of control has to do more with normalcy. What are people used to? When war becomes a daily part of someone's life, it's no longer really chaos. It's almost like a routine chaos. It's something they have learned to deal with. They've learned that when there's a bombing the next day, you get up and you clean the pieces of glass, and you get another piece of glass for the front of your house or your storefront, and you set up business one more time. You learn that after a funeral, you have to go on with life. They're resilient. And that's how, in that resiliency, I think, is where they find their control and how to think about their daily life. In other places where war is a new thing, or when conflict is a surprise, I think that normally happens when people aren't paying attention to the events that led to that. So, and which is why my goal in general in photography is to get people to pay attention, because if that does happen, then the surprise is a lot less. When you can see the effect of war to immigrants to racism on any level, then you will be less surprised by the actions surrounding you. In those cases, I think human nature is to survive, and that's how people control it. You see what's in front of you and what you can do on your own to protect you and your family, and that's how people continue. I think it's impossible to always feel like things are under control, and I wonder if control is, when it comes to survival and war, I wonder if control isn't the word we should seek, but more flexibility and empathy, but most of all paying attention to what's happening in the world, because nothing happens in a bubble. It all, everything is related, and everything comes around to affect other countries and other populations.